Hey, sneekylinux for today, and today we have Magia, Cauldron edition, whatever it is, formerly a fork of mandriva. Well, it is a fork of mandriva. It's the openy one. They used to work for them and they've just got a fork for themselves, so it's nicey. Comes with KDE as standard. I'll give you a quick look around. As you can see, clock, lock, leave, show hidden icons, the volume, clipboard, my network, and some other bits and bobs. Record my desktop, the GT one I'm using, the QT, what am I talking about, idiot that I am. Your 4 workspaces. Firefox is your browser of choice in this edition, so that's hunky-dory. We'll open up the Fox, here she is. I was waiting, I'll just click here, bish bosh, there we go. Magia, a new Linux distribution that tells you all about it here. You can actually get it from here if you wish, or it's on Distro Watch, and I think it's on torrents as well. Entirely up to you where you get it from. Bearing in mind that it's a bleeding big stonker of a download. And when I mean a big stonker, I mean a big stonker. I think it's almost a full DVD for just the one disc. So yes, that's quite large. Now as you can see, Firefox renders perfectly well, as nice as it would be. There was no flash, I'm afraid though. No flash, no, I'm telling you there was no flash. Well, it didn't work for me anyway. So configure your desktop is here. As you can see, if you've used KDE before, you'll get used to this. You'll know exactly what you're looking at, and this is what actually comes with it. So yeah, do your desktop effects, your network settings, your sharing, anything you could so want to do in this distribution. So we'll get rid of that. Excuse me. Now we'll go to the next one. Configure your computer. Now here you can see you can install and remove software here. You can go down to your hardware. So what we'll do, we'll have a look at browser configure hardware so you can see what sort of machine I'm actually running it on. So I'll open them up. There we go. So my set of controllers, Firewire, USB, bridges, hard disk. There we go. That's the one I'm using, the 250 gig old Seagate. Still going. It's nearly on its way out, I think now. But hey, it still works. What else we got down as we scroll down? Excuse me. Now it says I've got 2 video cards here. I only have the one. I have the latest GeForce, which is the 8400 GS, I think. Yeah, that's the one. Because there is an embedded one on the board, but it's been disabled. Now it's quad core. Not a real quad core, it's not a current one. It's about 4.5 years old, this machine. Or 4, something like that. And I've got 2 memory modules here slotted in that give me around about 3 gig. So, does me for the tin, as they say. So yeah, that's that bit out of the way. So we can go down, you can configure your 3D effects here, your desktops, basically anything you can think of. Now we're into network and internet, you can change anything here you wish. If, as I said before, if you've done KDE before, you know what you're looking at. My local disk here, so you can manage your partitions, etc, etc. Security and boot is all there for you to look at. So that was alright, wasn't it? So, yeah, so desktop items here, can do that. Right, let's go to the menu. As you can see, record my desktop is here, and I've installed OpenShot, which actually worked first time, which is rather nice, I thought. And blah, video editor, KDN Live is here, forgot to tell you that. Under internet, you get all the use you would do in a K desktop. Everything is fitted in there for you to use, as they say. Copilot for your messaging, I'm not really fond of that. LibreOffice is as standard in this distribution. So we'll open up a LibreOffice Calc. Did I say it right? Yeah, I did. Calc, LibreOffice Calc. There you go. It's reasonably fast to come up, so yeah, it's hunky-dory for me. Works and does what it's supposed to do. So yeah, back to the menu. Where should we go next? Back to Office now. Yeah, oh, Scribus is here. I forgot to tell you this. Now, if you're going to do desktop publishing, as I've said many times before, Scribus is the one for you to use. Works fine. I've done a little bit experimenting in it in Magia, and it works fine. So yeah, no need to show you anything really, because it all works. Right, anyway, graphics. Get quite a few there. Gimpy is there, so that's nice. And Ocular and K Snapshot and all the usual, because it's a K, isn't it? K. Why do they put K's in front of anything? Avidemax is here also, I've got to tell you about that. Dragon Player, I got to work on this one, unusually. Yes, I know, it never works for me normally. As you can see, you've got the GTK version of this up. Now, I'm clicking on OpenShot here, and I just found this out when I rebooted the machine this morning, okay? And it didn't want to open now. Oh, well, I thought, what a bummer. So I'll leave it a little while, and I don't think it's going to do anything, because normally it would have been up and running by now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave that bouncing around on the screen, I think, for a little while, just in case it decides to do something while I'm not here. So I'll go to another desktop. That's not going to work, is it? I can tell. Not going to work at all. So we'll leave that, and it's just going to close on its own, I think. Good. Sound and video again. Should we go there? No need. Tools. All the usual K tools. K. Are they ever going to change doing this K to start with? I mean, it was alright at first, but it's getting on my nerves now. But as a distribution, it works rather well, especially if you're used to like Mandriva. Now, you also get lots of K games. Yes, K games. So that's all the usual you would expect. It's boring me now. I was expecting a bit more from this distribution, to be really honest with you. I know they're only just forking it just in case Mandriva goes up the spout. But I was expecting something a little bit different, and I'm not actually finding anything from a user's point of view. But it works, okay? So this is their software management centre, and this is where you can install all your new stuffs. Now, there's plenty in here for you to install. I mean, I've updated the repos, etc., and done what I'm supposed to do, because it's a fully installed system, by the way. It's not a live CD or nothing, or it's live CD, live DVD, we mean. It's a completely installed one. Understand your Alpha Player, Ardor's there, Audacious is there, Audacity's there. Everything you can think of is there for you to use, so that's rather all right. Right, I'm going to find one for you. Yeah, we're going to install Mix. Now, this is one of the problems I've found. Bearing in mind it's only a beta, this one, by the way. It's one of the problems I've found when trying to install something. It wants for you to put in the main DVD that you installed with, and it doesn't want to do anything. The disk just keeps thinking about searching for something, and nothing happens. So I'm going to try it again, right? I'm opening my drawer up. I'm putting the disc in again. Okay. It's gone. Right, it's started to spin, but it's having trouble finding anything. So I've put the disc in now, so it's there. So do I want to continue? Of course I do. We click yes. It can't find the medium again. Can't find it, and the disc is there. So this is one of the big problems I've found with this distribution. It can't find stuff. It still needs a bit of tinkering, and I really want to play with Mix on here, actually. I just fancy a bit something different. So what I might do, I might keep this on the system for a little while, have a little play and see how we go from there, really. But yeah, that's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? A real big bummer. And it happens on most stuff you try to install as well, because a lot of the stuff is on the DVD. So yeah, bum. You also get your favourites down the bottom here, including your file manager, you know, the usual you would find. Open shot again, blah, blah, blah. Should have opened. Don't like it. Right, on the whole, right, Magia is alright. It runs okay, but bear in mind this is a beta, it's not a proper release. There are still some bugs to be ironed out, you know what I mean? I mean, KDE on itself works alright, and there's plenty of KDE stuff, but I was just wanted something a little bit different, and I wasn't getting it. So yeah, 3 out of 5, Sneaky Linux going out. Bye bye.